What if I told you that every heartbreak, every betrayal, and every tabloid scandal was actually a strategic stepping stone to a billion-dollar empire? Taylor Swift, once dismissed as just another country singer with a guitar and curls, has transformed her personal pain into a cultural empire that dominates music, fashion, and finance. In this video, we're diving deep into how breakups, betrayals, and even industry backstabbing didn't break her. They built her. Stay with us to find out how a teenage girl from Pennsylvania became a global powerhouse using nothing but her words, her wounds, and her will. And wait till you hear what Taylor did after her masters were stolen. It might just be the boldest power move in music history. The country girl who was told no. Many times before the Red Lips, stadium tours, and Grammys, Taylor Swift was just a 13-year-old with a dream and a demo CD, rejected by major labels, told she wasn't marketable enough, and laughed off for wanting to write her own songs. Most would have given up. But Taylor didn't just want to sing. She wanted to tell stories. And every no only fueled her drive. She eventually landed a deal with Big Machine Records. But even then, industry insiders mocked her for writing about boys and high school heartbreak. What they didn't realize was this: Taylor was building a blueprint, a unique, raw, emotionally honest sound that would resonate with millions, especially young women who felt unheard. What happened when the very label that signed her later betrayed her? That's coming, and it changed the industry forever. The Breakup. Songs that broke the charts. Taylor's early hits like Teardrops on My Guitar and You Belong With Me weren't just catchy. They were raw emotion served with a melody. But it was her breakup ballads that catapulted her to fame. She turned personal heartbreaks with celebrities like Joe Jonas, John Mayer, and Jake Gyllenhaal into songs that didn't just top charts, they defined generations. But here's the secret. Taylor wasn't just venting. She was documenting, crafting story arcs, and controlling the narrative in a way few artists ever had. Each breakup wasn't a setback. It was content. And fans, they devoured it. They felt seen, heard, and understood. But Taylor didn't stop at just singing about heartbreak. She turned it into a business model. What came next? Absolute genius. Reputation. When the world turned on her, it was 2016. Taylor was riding high, but then came the Kanye-West-Kim Kardashian feud. Kim leaked a phone call. Ditch or Taylor Swift. Eyes Over Party trended worldwide. For most celebrities, this would have been career suicide. But Taylor, she disappeared. No interviews, no statements, just silence. Until she returned with Reputation. Gone was the girl next door. In came the black lipstick, snakes, and a new sound. Her first single? Look What You Made Me Do. A savage takedown of her enemies and a public rebranding masterclass. Taylor weaponized betrayal. She turned public humiliation into a global comeback. She wasn't broken, she was reborn. But wait until you hear how she flipped the biggest betrayal of her career into a billion-dollar business move. That's coming next. The Master's Betrayal and the Revenge Plan that changed music. In 2019, Taylor dropped a bombshell. Her entire music catalog, all her original masters, had been sold without her consent to music executive Scooter Braun. It wasn't just business, it was personal. Scooter was tied to many of the people who'd publicly humiliated her. Taylor called it her worst nightmare. But instead of begging or battling in court, Taylor launched a revenge mission that stunned the industry. She would re-record every single album and ask her fans to stream only the new versions. And they did. In fact, Taylor's version of her albums now regularly outperform the originals. She didn't just reclaim her music, she redefined artist ownership. And now young musicians cite her as the reason they negotiate better deals. But Taylor wasn't just rewriting her songs. She was about to rewrite her entire future. As a billionaire businesswoman, The Billion Dollar Eras Tour, built on every era of pain. 2023 marked a turning point, the launch of the Eras Tour. Not just a concert, it was a celebration of every version of Taylor Swift, every heartbreak, betrayal, and evolution. The tour is on track to become the highest-grossing tour of all time, with over $1 billion in projected revenue. Cities fought to host it. Hotels sold out. Ticketmaster even crashed. What's genius? Each era is a brand, a story, a merch line, a theme. Swifties don't just attend, they dress up. They relive every album like a personal memory. Taylor isn't selling music anymore. She's selling experience, nostalgia, and identity. And here's the kicker. All of it is self-funded, self-directed, and Taylor-owned. A global brand rooted in relatability. What sets Taylor Swift apart isn't just talent, it's strategy. Her genius lies in staying relatable, even while sitting atop a billion-dollar empire. She sends fans personalized messages, hides Easter eggs in her videos, and interacts directly with her audience. She's part CEO, part songwriter, and part digital marketing guru. Her brand isn't luxury, it's emotion. While others sell champagne dreams, Taylor sells shared pain. And that's what makes her timeless. Breakups didn't break her. They became product lines. Betrayals didn't silence her. They became billion-dollar stories. So what's next for Taylor Swift? Politics? Hollywood? One thing's for sure, she's not done building. She's just warming up. Taylor Swift's story isn't just about love songs or tabloid drama. It's about reinvention, resilience, and revenge served with style. Every breakup was a blueprint, every betrayal, a business plan, and every downfall, a setup for a comeback. She's gone from a heartbroken teen with a guitar to the most powerful woman in music, with a legacy that now shapes industry laws, empowers artists, and inspires millions. So the next time you hear someone dismiss Taylor Swift as just another pop star, remember this: she didn't just write songs, she rewrote the rules.